Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. I want to welcome you to Chibuzor Mathphysics. Today we are dealing with probability and statistics. These are various series. Actually, we have done a lot of videos on statistics and probability. So it is good you start from the beginning so that you are able to grasp the concept. Otherwise, let's jump into it. In case you are joining us, my name is Augustine Chibuzor Galagash Mudi. Take the one that you can pronounce and let's go with that. So let me show you what to do. Here we are having a question that the probability function of a discrete random variable, is given by this px. The probability of x is kx as x minus 1, and x is range from 1 up to 4, 1 to 44. So the first thing to do is to obtain the value of k. K is a constant. So we have to find out what to do in order to obtain the value for k. So let me quickly show you what to do. We know by definition that the summation of x from 1 to 4, because we have 1 to 4, of this function k, as we are given x and x minus 1, must be equal to 1. It must be equal to 1. So if it must be equal to 1, what this implies is that our value, if we substitute x and 1, we get 0. This will get 2, so we have 2, 6, 2 plus 6 plus 12. And this will be equal to 1. Of course, our constant is there, k. But for the purpose of clarity and more understanding, because this seems to be more complex for someone who is just looking on how do we get this. What I have done here, we have 1, just substitute. You have 1 into 1 minus 1 in this bracket. This will give you 0. What I have also done is 2 into 2 minus 1. This will give you 2 here. And you have 3, because you have 3 up to 4. 3 into 3 minus 1, and this will give you 6. We have 4 here, so it is 4 into 4 minus 1, which will give you 12. So that our value is 2 plus 6 plus 12, because we know if we add 0, it's simply 0. That's why I don't add 0 there. So this is what I have done to get to this point. I hope we are together now. So from here we can proceed. So now, remember, it must be equal to 1 because we cannot represent this discrete variable as a constant. It must be in form of the fraction. And our purpose is to look for the value of k. So k here will simply be 2 plus this plus this. This is 8 plus 12, that is 20. And this is equals to 1. So k is equals to 1 over 20. And that is the value for k. I hope we are together at that point. So now that we have found the value for k, we need to construct the probability distribution table. So the probability distribution table will be the question number 2. Probability distribution table. So we will have our x, and then we have our probability of x is equals to x. And x, we know it is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1 was what? It was 0, because we know that if you calculate 1 by substitution, 1 times 1 minus 1 will give us 0. So 2, here we have 6, so it will be 2 over, what do we have here? 20. This will be 3. 3 is 6, so this will be 6 over 20. And 4 we have 12, so it is 12 over 20. And this is the probability distribution table. And then that twig. Try to make it look more meaningful. That is what we're supposed to do from there. K is 1/20. So this is number 3. So this is our distribution table. That's what it looks like. Now, hence, we are to calculate the expectation of x, or the expectation of value. So the expectation of x, which is question number, this is question number 2. So question number 3, we are to find the expectation of x. And we know by definition, the expectation of x is simply the summation from x, which is 1 up to 4, of what we have, the values of that probability of x, which is x minus equals to small x. So now we can add. This means that our probability will start from 2, because we know that if we substitute any here because of this 0, you will simply get 0. So it will be 2 multiplied by 2/20 plus 3 multiplied by 6/20 plus 4 multiplied by 12/20. So put it in your calculator and let's see what we have. We have 2 multiplied by 2/20 plus 3 multiplied by 6/20 plus 4 multiplied by 12/20. This will give you 7/2. So this answer therefore is 7/2. 7/2. And this is our expectation value. We are looking for the expectation value, 7/2. So we are also to find the expectation value squared. So here x is squared. So we have to find, this is 3, so this can be 3b. So that our 3b will be x is squared, so it is 2 squared multiplied by 2/20 plus 3 squared multiplied by 6/20 plus 4 squared multiplied by 12/20. 12/20. So that you also put that in your calculator. You have 2 squared multiplied by 2/20 plus 3 squared multiplied by 6/20 plus 4 squared multiplied by 12/20. 127/10. So what we have is 127/10. 127/10. For confirmation, let's see. We have 2/20, 3 squared, 6/20, 4 squared, 12/20. So that's what we have. 127 divided by 20. 127 divided by 10 is the answer. So it is correct. And finally, we have to find the variance. We have to find the variance. Variance, as it is of x, is simply given by the expectation of x squared minus the expectation of x, but now squared. You have to know this square root, it can confuse you. What this simply means is that what is our x? The expectation of x squared is 127. So it is 127 over 10 minus, what is the expectation of x? The expectation of x was 7 over 2, but now squared. So what we have is 127 divided by 10 minus 7 over 2 squared. 9 over 20. This will give you 9 over 20. And this is exactly what we are supposed to do at this point. I hope you have enjoyed the video. That is just how to do it. At some point, you pause the video, try to do it yourself so that you are able to grasp the concept. Otherwise, see you in my next video. I remain your friend, Augustine Chibuzor Ngudi Galagash.